Okay. Can you see? Okay. Okay. So what I normally like is I like my background darker, and then in the front it would be fluorescent or maybe something yellow. So I go into color here, and I go into default foreground and click modify, and then I usually keep something like this, and then click OK. You know what? I'll take that back. You have to okay, if yeah, you have to select demo first, or whatever you want to select in here. You have to select that, and then load, and then you go into color, and then default foreground. You select modify, and then select that. Click OK. And then if you want to change the size of the font, you go into appearance and change. And then let me just put it 12. Okay. Okay, I got it. Actually, one dot. Okay. So I'm gonna say root, and then password is password. Okay, I'm logged in like this here. What do you guys want to do? You guys want to follow along and do it as I'm doing, or you want to do something else? Just watch.
Yeah, I can just watch it. That's fine.
Just watch it. Okay. All right, that's good too. So let me just bring this up here. Okay, you could see the screen and everything, right? Basic commands.
Yes.
Okay.
So when you just type that clear, that just clears your full screen, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so then it gives you like a fresh page.
Okay.
Hello? Can you
Yeah.
hear me, Selby?
Yeah, I could hear you.
Okay.
All right. Anytime all the people I needed to be on are on. Anytime you have questions, unmute and let me know, okay?
Okay.
All right. So I'm logged in and everything. So I'm kind of doing it like backwards. I'm not explaining how some textbook explains. I'm like getting your feet wet, and then I'll explain why that happened, okay? So very first command anybody would learn is to create a blank file, okay? So
Okay.
let's do this here. I'm going to type the command to create a blank file is touch, okay? When you type this, it's a command. Then whatever you're typing next, that's what you're telling the command to do. Okay,
Okay.
so I type file 1, okay, and hit enter. So when it goes back to the second line, if it gives you the output, like if it displays, if you're supposed to get display, it will show you display. But if you're not supposed to get display, if you didn't get any error, that means that command went through successfully, or it executed successfully. Okay, that's that. So with that touch command, we created a blank file named file1. Okay, using a touch command, you could create more than one file at the same time. File 2, file 3, file 4. Okay, and then if there is a space between file and 4, it will treat this as one file and number 4 as another file. Okay, so you got to be
Oh,
careful how you're doing it.
okay.
All right, I hit enter. So what happened so far? How many files you think you got created?
4.
Okay, good. So to see what is created, there is a command here. It's called ls. ls stands for list. Okay,
Hmm.
so when I type ls, okay, there you go. You could see what's in the directory right now. So ls gives you the list of files. Okay, that's a very basic information. And then I want to see more information. I want to see more details about each file. So what I do is I type ls-l, and then there you go. You get more information here. This is the file here, file 1, 2, 3, 4, and these are the permissions. These are the permissions. Right now, it doesn't make sense to you all, but we'll talk more about it. But some of the people who
RWs.
are in IT could tell, like R means read, write, read,
Yeah.
blank, blank, read. And then this is the owner. And then this is the second owner, who is the first owner and the second owner. Okay, and it will give you the date and the time. And then this is something I'm going to explain you later so that you don't get confused. Okay, and then there is another command. You type ls hyphen ltrh. Okay, do you see any difference in here? Probably not, because this command, it will show you more information as we go along. As we work through it, you will see more information. Okay, let me go back up here. So we created like 4 files here, right? Now I want to, when you type clear, it will clear the screen. Simple as that. And then, okay, I want to create a file. Then I want to open the file. Then I want to write in that file. It's like extra steps here. So what I want to do is I want to create the file at the same time I want to write into that file. So how are you going to do that? It's called cat command. CAT. Then you give the that greater than sign. Okay, this is very important here. Linux uses a lot of signs here. When it says greater than sign, whatever you catting it or concatenating it, you're directing it to the file. What you could do is you could write into the existing file, or if the existing file is not there, but you want to create a file while you're writing in it. So you type like this and then hit enter. So it will throw you in a blank new line. So this means like you are in an edit mode. Okay. So you could type whatever you want. This is Linux. I am enjoying studying Linux. Okay, now you're done with it. Whatever you want to type, you're done with it. So how are you going to get out of it? So right here it says a Control D. So you hold on to the Control key on your keyboard and push D. Okay. So you're back to the prompt here. It's supposed to throw you back on a different line, but it didn't now. But I'm going to hit enter. So let me see how do I know if what I type in there is already saved in that file 5. So what you could do is like you could either do cat file 5 and hit enter. Oh, actually It copied that too. Okay, that's the command here. If you want to quick and easy way, if you just want to read what's inside the file, you could just do cat. If you want to go inside the file and you want to take a deeper look, what you could do is you could do vi file 5, and then there you go. You have all 2 lines here, whatever you type. This is Linux. I'm enjoying studying Linux. Okay, so to get out of this, hit the escape key and then shift colon. You know what? Let me bring up the online keyboard here. Okay.
What are all the markers on the lines below the 2 text lines?
All these
Yeah.
hyphens?
Yes.
That's an indication that it's an empty line. It's nothing in there.
So is that how many lines total that there is, or it's just infinite and this is what
It's infinite.
Okay.
It's infinite. Okay. So we are in like a VI editor, right? This is when we did VI. So when we are in there, okay, you are in a command mode right now. So you hit shift and colon. You see on the bottom left, it will give you a prompt here. Okay, now for us to exit out of it, just push Q and hit enter. You exit out of it. Okay, wonderful. I'm able to resize this. You guys could see the keyboard right on the bottom?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, good. It's going to work out. All right, perfect.
So Control D is save and exit.
Control D is save and exit. Yes.
And Q is just quit what you were editing. So quit the
Exactly. Exactly.
Okay.
So let's see here. Okay. So to read the file, you do cat. So let's go ahead and do that again. Cat file 5. So it reads the cat. I don't know why it's coming here. It's supposed to throw you on a different line, but it's coming like that. Okay, now if you want to add something extra in the same file, so the command is you do cat, and then when you do a single and then file 1 and start typing file 5, and then I'm going to start typing in there. Okay. Okay. All right. And then I'm going to do Control D again. Save and exit. Okay. Now,
Control
what
D.
do you think happened to the file 5?
Salvai, Control
Yeah.
D.
Yeah,
D
Control
as?
D. Control D. Okay, this one here, Control, and then D.
Okay.
Okay, in this case it closed it, but you know what? Maybe might as well do it on the onboard keyboard. That way you could see it exactly when you're doing it on practice. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so I type clear. Oh shoot. Okay, see, if something is not wrong, it will give you a prompt like that. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it cleared the screen.
Mm-hmm.
Now let's go back in there. Let me go ahead and read the file. Okay, remember just to read the file, what's inside the file, all you have to do is cat, C-A-T, and then the file 5. Okay, do you see something different here? Whatever we had previously, it's overwritten
Mm-hmm.
because we use
Oh,
this command here. By the way, these keys here, you will be using a lot. So if you push this button, if this push key is gonna, remembers in the memory that the commands you have typed before. You
And
may be
Suhail bhai,
typing
what
some,
sign? What sign is this? Cat, arrow, and file 5. The last line.
yeah, it's this
The
sign.
last line. Okay. You why we use this one? Means what the role of this key?
This is the role. That's how it's designed, because we are going to use a combination of many combination of keys to move around and work inside Linux.
Okay.
Okay, so it's the shift and then greater than sign.
Okay.
Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
let me escape out of this. Okay, when we do this, we are into a writing mode again. Cat greater than file, and when you go in this mode, it will either write into the file, and then it will also delete what you have in the file previously. So you got to be very careful when you're doing this. Okay, so you don't want to do this. You want to just control X out of it. So you do control X. I'm sorry, that doesn't work. Control C. Okay, even though we went inside the file, we should still the content still should be there. So to cancel out of this, it's Control C. Okay, I think it was too late. Let's do this here. Cat. Okay, to save and exit, Control D. There you go. Let's go ahead and read what we typed in there. Cat file 5. Okay, so the content is in there. So we want to write more lines to it. In other sense, you want to concatenate it. So you want to keep what you have in there and add more lines to it. So what you're going to do is cat and then shift 2 greater than sign and then file 5. You hit enter. Okay, this is adding more lines to this file 5. Okay, you do this and you do Control D again. Okay, let's go ahead and cat it. Using the up arrow key, I'm too lazy, I don't want to be typing it all the time. So I just go up and do this and hit enter. There you go. It saved what you typed before and it added extra lines. Okay, did you get the concept so far?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
yes.
All right. So if you follow along this, so far it's good. And then we are in a directory, right? We are in Linux or in Windows, anywhere you are, you land into a home directory. So right now, our home directory is when you do pwd, pw stands for present working directory. Right here, it says to check the present working directory, you just type pwd. It will tell you you are in a root directory, okay? All right,
Okay.
I'm in some kind of directory, I want to see what's in it. So I just type ls. Oh, okay, there are files in there. No, I want to see more details about these files here. I type ls-l and it will give you more details. Okay, notice now file 5 has 78 right next to it, right? That means that's the size of the file 5. Obviously, other files are 0 because there's nothing in there. And then file 5, obviously, you have you have something in there, that's why it's showing you the size, probably 75 KB or something. That's how you're going to determine is going to swell to gigabytes, terabytes. If somebody comes to you and say, oh, okay, I cannot access the folder, it's giving me error or something, you go in there and check out, oh, okay, you have a lot of junk files in there. You want to clean that up, and then and then for that you just copy this and send them a proof that you have so many things here, and then it will tell you who the user is created and all that. Okay. Right now, since we are root, it's just showing root, 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 root. But in reality, it will have a lot of users using it, and everybody who is using it, anytime, anywhere they go inside the system, it will be timestamped, and then their name or their ID will be there. So this is where, like Aftab, you have your own ID, and then you went in there and you made changes to it, and then your name will appear. What changes you do it here. Okay, so that's how you navigate around here. We're gonna go even deeper in there. Okay, so we created the file so far. What if I want to create more like folders? Okay, so let me clear this. To clear the screen, the command is simply type clear. It will clear up the screen. All right, I want to create a directory. So for the command to make directory is mkdir. Okay, and then you have to give a space, and what follows after it will be the name of the directory. So let's see, dir1. Okay, I gave the directory name dir1 and hit enter. And then, okay, how do I know if the directory is there or not? Just type ls. Okay, now since this is a directory, it will be highlighted in different color. Did you get it? And there is one more trick of how you could tell if it's a file or a directory. You type ls-l and hit enter. And then by default, it has these permissions, but also it will give you a letter D here. Do you see the letter D at the end? Right there at the end, you see D. That means that's definitely a directory, 100%. Okay, same way I could create like multiple directories, you know what I mean? mkdir.
What is to root? What is to? In the first line, DRWH.
Okay, yeah, and I know what you're talking about. I'm not gonna explain you now. We're gonna go deeper in there because I have to show you something else before it determines what is two is, what is one is. Okay?
Okay.
Oh yeah, we'll go that in when we're doing administration. Okay, let's say I want to create like 2 or 3 directories simultaneously in the same folder, okay? So I do mkdir. Okay, I type dir2, dir3, dir4, and hit enter. It's going to create multiple directories in the same directory. There you go. Now we have like 4 files and 4 folders. And then if you want, you could like go on and on and on and on. However, how many directories you want, you could just do that. Okay. All right. So what if I want to make a directory inside this directory, and then I want to make a directory inside that directory? How are we gonna do that? So for that, we're gonna use a p -p. So let's do it here. Okay, I'm gonna make a directory mkdir, and then I'm gonna make directory inside a directory. Okay, I'm gonna use -p and dir1, and then when you do -p dir1, if it's already existing, it's gonna ignore it. It's not gonna create or delete anything to it. And then if you go like dir-a / dir-b, sounds wrong. Let me see. dirx diry dirz. So what is actually happening is going to make a directory inside dir1, and then is going to check if the dir1 is existing or not. If it's already existing, it's going to skip that. It's not going to create one. Then it's going to go and check for dirx. If it's not there, it will create. If it's there, then it's going to ignore it, but it's not going to delete or do anything to it. Then diry dirz. Okay. Let's see if the directories are created or not. Okay. All right. I don't see the directories in there. Can somebody tell me where the directories are?
Directory is on the first line. There is written D.
Yeah, exactly. So these directories we created, it's in this directory because the very first directory is dir1, right?
Right.
How are we going to go into the directory? It's simple. It's a cd command. Okay, you type cd and then the dir1 and hit enter. Okay, over here you see something here, like before you don't see it in here you see dir1. That means it will give you some kind of hint that you throw yourself into this directory. How are we going to know what directory are we in? So you type pwd, present working directory. Before we were in this directory, right? Now we changed the directory and we went into this directory. That's what this command is, change directory and go into this directory. So we changed the directory, and then when we hit enter, it threw us into a directory, and we didn't know what directory it was. So we type pwd. Pw stands for nothing but present working directory. Okay? And then let's see if the directory we created is here. Okay, see, dirx is here because we gave the command to the computer that create a directory inside this directory. Then this directory is created. Then once this directory is created, create diry inside dirx. Then create dirz inside diry. Okay, so let's take a look here. So, all right, right now I'm in this directory. I want to go into this directory. Can somebody tell me what's the command to go into a different directory?
CD.
Yeah, exactly. cd dir x, enter. There you go. diry is in there. Okay, and then cd dir y, hit enter. Okay, here's the trivia. Can somebody tell me if I do ls here, what I'm going to see?
What's inside that directory?
diry, right? What do you think it could be in there in this example?
DIRZ.
Exactly. dils. Do you see this? dirz is in there. All
Yes.
right. Okay. Now I don't know what directory, what's the path to this directory, right? What I'm going to do. I do pwd, present working directory. Now, oh, look at this. I'm in root, and then root directory. Then I'm in a dir directory. Inside dir directory, there is this directory, and then in that I'm this directory. It's nothing but if you use the computer folders, Windows, you just have like folders. You could have 100 folders in one folder.
Right.
It's just the same concept here, same exact thing, but you're doing it on a command line. All these commands are called CLI, command line commands. That's what it's called. So if one of your coworkers come up to you and say, okay, I forgot one of the CLIs to do some task. Can you send me a CLI? and then you would write up a CLI. Oh, okay, you do this. Okay, here's the CLI. Here's the full path to create like multiple directories within directories. You copy this and send it to them in the chat or in the email. This is what called command line. Command line interface. CLI, command line interface. Okay. So all of a sudden you have this command here, but if you want to, you don't want to like keep deleting it like this. So all you do is Control C. It will quit that and then put you back into the command line, command mode. Okay, let me clear this. Okay, now we have the CD command. No matter what directory you are in, whenever you type CD and nothing else, what it does is it will throw you back into your home directory. This is your home directory. Since we are root, it will be called root. And then when you go on a job, you will have your own ID. Instead of root, you will see your ID in here. So you type CD and hit enter. It just, wherever you are, like you would be in like 1,000 directories deep, it will throw you back into your root directory. Okay, how do I prove that? What you do is just type pwd, hit enter. There you go. You are in a root directory. Okay. Okay, you were doing some important things, right, in the previous directory, and then you have to go back to that previous directory. You don't want to type the command and you've forgotten about what the previous directory you were in. This is what you type, cd hyphen, right here, cd hyphen, to go to the directory you were previously in. So we were in this directory, right? But right now we are here. So we'll just hit enter, and it took you back to this directory. You could prove it, pwd, there you go. That's the directory you are in. Somebody has a question? Okay. All right. So now there is one other thing is go back one level up. Okay. So you are in this directory and you want to go back a level up. Give me 1 second here. Okay. So you are in this directory, right? And you want to go back to this directory. But you don't want to type like the whole thing. You want to go back into this directory. What you do is you just want to go back up a directory level. So what you do is type cd two dots. So it will remove you from this working directory and it will throw you in here. Okay, watch. Okay, see, it actually tells you dirx, and to confirm that you type pwd. You are in this directory and then you back to pwd. All right, so if I type cd hyphen, can somebody tell me what will happen now?
They throw
Go into your
you at
previous
root,
directory.
right?
Aftab, go. What were you saying?
Uh, this will throw you at the root.
Okay, good answer. Chris, what was your answer?
I said it would take you back to the previous directory.
Yes, good. So after what will happen is it's a hyphen. I'm not just typing this. You got to see hyphen two because it's hard to see it, But hyphen, colon, and all these things, it makes sense. I mean, all these are like very, very important. So when you type cd, then hyphen, it will throw you back into the previous directory you were in, no matter what. No matter where you were at, it will throw you back into the previous directory. Okay,
Okay.
now I'm here, but I want to jump to here. I don't even know the name of the directory, but I know I want to go back like 2 directories up. So what you're gonna do is you type cd dot dot and a slash dot dot. So you go, these 2 dots will throw you here, and then slash another 2 dots will throw you here. Okay? You guys think it's gonna work?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, see? We were in this directory, and then it threw us over here. You see, it to confirm you were in this directory, diry, and you are in dir1. Okay? How do you
Right.
confirm that?
PWD.
How do I know which directory I'm in? What is the command?
PWD.
Okay, Aftab, I didn't hear you. What was the answer?
PWD, I said.
Yeah, very good. PWD. PWD is nothing but short for present working directory. Okay? All right. Let's see if the tree command is here. Or not yet.
So I have a question. If you type cd dot dot without the space, would that give you an error, or is that a different command?
I don't know. It sounds like a Windows command to me. It gave you an error.
Not found. Okay.
In Windows, you could do that, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's Windows. So anytime you see the command not found, that means that command is not there.
Or there was like incorrect syntax.
Exactly. You
Yeah.
got it. Got it. Okay. So let's see here. Let me clear this screen. And you guys know computers, they could hide things, right? You could
Yeah.
be looking things at it, but you can't see it.
Right.
Okay, this is very amazing here.
I was curious about that. I was thinking, yeah, there's such a thing as hidden directories.
Yeah. So you type ls, then hyphen, A as in apple, and you hit enter. There you go. It's supposed to have only one directory. When you do ls, it will give you only one directory, but the hidden directories were hidden. Every folder by default will have these 2 hidden directories here. Let me see if I could change it, go in there. No, actually cannot go in there. This is actually a command to throw you back.
Oh.
It's like an executable command which is throwing you back in the
So in other
back a
words,
directory.
this is like metadata.
Metadata, yeah, metadata. Exactly. You got it, man. No matter where you at, there's going to be some hidden directories. Okay, I want to create a hidden file. Okay. All right. I have like a secret password list and you want to keep it hidden. Well, how are you going to do that? Let's see here. You do the same thing. Let's say touch. I have a password file, right? Okay. When I hit enter and somebody comes in here, ls, oh, the password file is there. I mean, anybody could see it. But what you could do is go up and then right before any directory, or any file, you put the period there and hit enter. And somebody come here and do a single ls, okay, wait a minute. Let me remove it. Actually, it created another file here. Did I hit wrong?
Yeah, I see it. It created another file because you said that when you type touch and then anything you type after that, then it's going to create that as a file.
Yeah, but I typed like a period there, so it's supposed to hide it.
Oh, maybe
Okay,
it has to be period space.
you know what it actually did? Because I typed the wrong command. I typed ls-a al ls-a. You think the file is going to be there? We ran this command though. We ran this command.
Right.
We ran it. So the file is there.
Yeah.
Okay, touch. Okay, touch password is different file. And then period password is different file, totally different file, because this is one file which you could see, and this is a hidden file.
Right.
Any file that starts with like a period before it, it's hidden file. We could try it again. Touch period file x. And when you do a regular ls, it's not there. When you do ls-a, it's there. And then it's the same command. You add a and l, right? ls-l. You could see the details, right, of the file and folder.
Yeah.
What about if you want to see more details about the hidden too? You type ls-l, then you add a to it. Do you see it?
Oh, yes.
Okay, now it's showing like hidden files. Okay, now let's clear it.
So it's A, it stands for admin, right?
Yeah, that's correct. Admin files.
Well, but this is tough to catch in one time, You can repeat this in next class or no?
I mean, the homework is you guys have to go through this. This is a document. You go through this and you go through the videos. And then in the next class, then we'll have a question and answer, and then we'll go to a next topic.
Okay, because it's tough to catch in one time,
Oh, of course it's tough to catch in one time. I have everything laid out here. The document may not be perfect, but it is a very, very good document. And if you get stuck, you have a video, and then you have a group. You have a group. I would see you could start using the group and ask questions in the group, and somebody will answer you.
Oh, okay, sure.
Okay, all right. It's okay. I could create a hidden file. I want to create a hidden directory. Same thing. mkdir. Then type the period, and then whatever the. Okay, you want to have some secret folders, files in that secret folder. You just type mkdir.secret, and somebody comes here and do ls. Nobody could see it. You have to be admin. ls-a. There you go. That's where the secret folder is. Notice it's start with that, and then the color is different because that's a folder.
Secret.
I want to see more details. Okay, ls-la. There you go. See this? Select this folder. and it says D in front of it,
Uh-huh.
that means it's a folder. Okay,
Right.
so this is a folder, these two are folder two. These are like a basic executable files in there that will help you navigate through it.
Right.
Okay. All right. So we went through CD hyphen. Okay. So let me
So,
clear this.
Zafar, I had a question for you. I don't know, this is probably a little off topic, but is there a way to encrypt a file?
Yes, there is.
Oh, okay.
But what is normally happening at the big corporation is they have a heavy security on the network level,
Uh-huh.
and then the application level, they're doing it encryption. Anyway, encryption is as good as the person who is using it. I mean, if you have a mole inside your house, there's nothing gonna stop it. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, right, of course.
If somebody is rogue and then they are passing on the information, they have, like me, I have a root access. I have
Yeah.
a root access to iCloud, FaceTime, and everything. If
Uh-huh.
I could want to do a damage, then there's gonna be big damage there.
Yes,
So it's a trust factor here,
right.
and this root is very powerful. Big corporations are at your mercy. They are like every so often, every 3 months, they're reminding you, this is what you have, and you have to be honest, and this and that. Every 3 months, they will send you a disclaimer. You have to renew it each time.
Mm,
Yeah, I'm telling you, this is very, very powerful. When you have a root access, if you're working for a bank, you have a banking information. If you are working for a healthcare company, you have all the information at your fingertips. If you're working for a big government, Pentagon, whatever, you have all that at your fingertips. NASA, you have it at your fingertips. You will be end all and be all working in the corporation. Some of the executives, they would make some business decisions, but they wouldn't have access to root.
right.
So if somebody comes up to you and asks you for a password, you rather pack up and go home and don't give the password. So remember that, okay?
Right.
All right, all right.
So
So,
there is a way to create an encrypted file using Linux. Uh, Even though they encrypted at the network level, you could still do it at this level.
oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, at the Linux. But Linux encryption is very powerful. It's going to be very, very hard to break.
That's what I was thinking.
You could literally break Windows part, but breaking the Linux part is going to be, you have to be a cryptographer or something, whatever, one of those
Right.
mathematicians.
Right.
Yeah. But if you have a root access, you could crack it like in no time.
Oh yeah. Right. Of course.
Mhm. Okay, so let's play around a little bit with copying things. Okay, so I want to do the copy of the file folder first, then we'll worry about the files. Okay. All right, I'm doing ls here. Okay. Okay, I have these directories here in this present working directory. Let's take a look. Okay, I'm in root dir1, and it has in that dir1 there is a folder dirx and a file password. What I want to do is I want to go back. So I want to copy all the content of dir1 into dir2. Okay, let's go in dir2. Okay, there's nothing in there. So what I'll do is literally you have to use this command here, cp. That means cp means copy. hyphen, R means recursively, V, verbose, F, force, P. I don't know what P stands for. Then you type dir1, and then you type dir5. Can somebody tell me if I'm typing dir5, what will happen here?
You're copying dir1 into dir5.
Yeah, but dir5 doesn't exist, right?
So it's going to make it.
It's going to make it. In this scenario, it will make it. So let's stick with 2 and hit enter. Okay, so this is the output you get. dir1, 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 it copied that, and then in there, it copied file name secret to dir2, and in there it copied file, all these. So let's go into cd dir2. Okay, what it did was it actually copied the whole directory and then throw it into dir2. So we could go into dir cd dir1 again, and you see everything in there. Do you see that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, here's the good thing here. If you want to open another window, okay, you just right click here and click new session. Okay, now you can right click here and do duplicate. It's going to open up same window connecting to the same server, okay? You type in the root. There you go. By default, it throws you into the working directory. Let's compare here. ls. Let's go into cd dir1 ls-la pwd. Okay, we are in a directory root/dir, and then here we do pwd. We are in a directory root dir and then dir1 because we copied this whole directory into dir2. All right, did you get it?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, we're gonna be concentrating on move command, and it's short for MV. It's a move command. So what move command we're gonna use it is for two things. If you want to rename the directory, you use move command. And if you want to move file from one directory to another directory, you use move command too. Okay, let's do this clear. Let me go back to my home directory. Okay, see, it's all building up here. It's all building up. By the way, these are all the default hidden files and folders every home directory will have. We'll talk about that later, okay? And this one too. These files and these files are by default. It's the system generated hidden files and folders that will be sitting in your home directory. Okay, since you are root, your home directory is /root. Okay, once a regular user would be using it, his home directory will be /home/ the username, like 1, 2, or whatever. That's what the user home directory is going to be. But since we are root, our home directory is root. Okay. So we're going to concentrate on move. So let's see here. I want to move file 1, and I want to throw that into folder directory dir4. It's easy. mv, by the way, you type fi, then you push the tab, it will autofill it, and then it will stop where it thinks it has like more than one matching cases. So it will autofill the file because all 5 files are starting with file. Then it stops there. If there was no file, it was only like file 1, it will autofill all of file 1. Now you have to see, okay, you double tap here and then it will give you more options here. This button I used, the tab button. And then I want to use file 1. I think I confused you guys here. Let me clear it. What we are doing is we are moving file 1 into this folder, okay?
Mm-hmm.
mv is a command, file 1, and move it to the folder dir4. Okay? And let's do ls. So what move is doing is it actually deleting the file from this directory and putting into this directory. So cd dir4. There you go. So you get the idea. You get the idea that you're moving from this folder to this folder here. Okay. All right.
So what this is doing? I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Yeah, so what this is doing is it's basically doing the same thing like if you were in Windows Explorer and you did a cut and then paste into
Yes.
another. Yeah. So this is the command line for the same.
Correct.
GUI commands. Yeah.
Cut and paste. Exactly.
Okay.
Okay. I have an idea. I'm lazy and I don't want to do each file. I want to do all the files. I want to do all the files that starts with a file. So I put asterisk and I want to move it to directory 3. And I do ls. There was a file asterisk directory. Okay, let's see what happened here. Actually, we were in the wrong directory to run that command here. So let's see. So what happened was it actually created a file named dir1. This is a syntax to write over whatever that file is and then give it a different name. Okay. So I said here, move file is also used for renaming it.
Right. So
what happened here is I was not ready for this command, but it happened. Move file 1, whatever that file name is. Since we did an asterisk, it took that file as file 1 because there is no other file in there, and then name it to dir. So file 1 actually became dir3. So I'm going to delete this because it's going to be confusing. Okay. Okay. Let's go back to our original thought. I'm going to copy move file 2, 3, 4, and 5 out of here, and I'm going to move it to the directory 3. Same thing. Move mv file. So instead of typing file 1, file 2, file 3, and then telling it to move to this folder here, like dir3. I don't want to do that. I just want to shorten the command. When I put asterisk in here, it's going to match any files that starts with this much, file. So it's going to move this, 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 this. Anything that is matching file is going to go ahead and move it from here, and it's going to move it to the directory 3. Okay, let's do ls. It's gone. So let's go into directory 3 and confirm what just happened. cd dir 3. And then when I do ls, can somebody tell me what's going to happen?
It's going to list what's in directory 3.
Yeah. And can somebody tell me what do you think it's in there?
File 2, 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah.
4 and 5 also.
And
Yeah.
4, yeah, all those files.
Yeah.
Anything that begins with file.
Yeah, there you go. See? File 2, file 3, file 4, file 5. Okay. So let's go back to our home directory, pwd, and then let's do ls. Okay, I have a directory 4 here, right? I really don't like the name directory 4. I'll rather make it, instead of dir4, I want to give it a full name that makes sense, So all you have to do is, I'm renaming it mv dir4. I'm calling it directory 4. Okay. And when I do ls, what's going to happen? Somebody's breathing heavily. Who's that?
Yes, somebody's kidding.
All right. Fahad, it's you? Okay, breathing stopped, so it's okay now. Is somebody on the bed just lying and just watching it on the video? Okay, that's okay. I know it's Sunday morning, people want to sleep. Okay, by the way, you could like scroll up. If you use your mouse, you could scroll up and you could go back up the history.
Okay.
I don't know how much history is going to keep, but that's an option you have.
Mm-hmm.
Even if you do clear, it's still going to be there?
Yeah, clear is just clear. Clear the screen and throw it up. Move it out of your way.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah, that's the beauty of Putty is it clears it up and throws it out of their way. Okay, so let's do this here. So when I'm going to do ls, I would expect dir4 to be gone and to be replaced with dir directory 4, okay?
Mm-hmm.
There you go. dir4 is gone. In essence, it wasn't deleted, but its label is renamed directory 4. Right. Did we had anything in directory 4?
Yeah, that was the files, right?
Yeah, no,
No.
that was a blank file.
Oh,
Something
okay.
was there in directory 3.
3, yeah, that's right.
So cd. Okay, here's the funny thing. Here's cd dot dot. When I type cd dot dot, I'm back to root here, and then I want to go back into dir3. So all you have to do is slash dir3. See?
Mm-hmm.
I went out, I went back, I went out and went back a directory notch up and went into a different directory. So I came out of one house and then went back and go behind that house and went from the back door. Does it make sense?
Mm-hmm.
And then let's do, when I do ls, what's going to happen here?
It's going to show the contents of directory 3.
Yeah, exactly. But can somebody tell me what the content would be?
File 1, or sorry, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
Yeah, there you go.
5.
There you go. All you do is type ls and it'll give you the content of the files. Okay. All right, so I want to delete the file here. I don't like number 2. So what I have to do is just type rm and then the file name. Hit enter. It will tell you yes. Yeah, go ahead and delete it.
Oh, so it does give you a warning before you delete it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then you say, oh, I don't want to delete it. Okay, that was a mistake. But if you do like rm-f, it's going to force and delete. It's not going to give you warning.
Oh.
It's gone. You are in trouble now. So let's do ls. Only 3 files are there. 3, 4, 5, 6. And you're
So we
really
remove.
mad. You want to delete all 3 of them, okay? And you want to delete it all 3 of them in one command. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And hit enter. But it's going to give you a warning. Do you want to delete this? No. You don't want to delete file 4? No. Yeah, I want to delete it. Yes. And then it's going to ask number 5. No, I don't want to delete number 5. So now I deleted. I gave no, and 1 yes. So what do you think is going to be left in there when I do ls?
It's file.
File 5. Oh, no, wait. Remove regular file 5. Yeah, file 5 would
File
still be
4.
there.
File 4.
File 4 is gone. File 3 and file 5 would be there.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. Now I'm really mad. I want to delete somebody's files, you know. I don't want to get any confirmation. And I want to delete everything in there. And there you go. An asterisk. It's not going to give you any warning, anything like that. And it's going to delete all the files that are matching file and then the asterisk. There you go. When you do ls, everything is gone. In Linux, always
so this is
remember
just
once
like
you delete it, it's gone.
So this is just
So
like
we don't
the
have a
shift.
backup file?
No, there is no backup. No.
So this is just like the shift delete command.
Yeah, shift delete, but
Yeah.
you could still like attach to something and then retrieve it. But this
Oh, so
Linux is like
this
even
is
worse, you know. Linux
Oh.
commands are very, very powerful.
So that
Shift,
go ahead. Sorry.
yeah, shift delete, it will just delete it from the recycle bin. You could still use some recovery software to recover it, but this you cannot use any recovery software.
Oh, okay.
Matter of
So
fact, most of the recovery software are Linux based.
right.
Even though they may be running on Windows, they are running Linux commands.
So this brings up a question that I have about, you know how like when you when people are trying to delete something, like, you know, clear out their cookies, or they're trying to like delete all of their you
They
know,
are just
private
fooling themselves.
information. Right. Yeah, because it's still there's going to be a way to retrieve it. It's still on the hard drive. It's just been basically spaced out so that it doesn't show it you know, in Windows, but it's still there. But this would actually allow you to, like, for example, if you wanted to delete something, or if you wanted to copy something and then move it to somewhere else, there would be no way to trace it. It would
Yeah,
be just
with
like
Linux commands are very, very strong.
okay, interesting.
And then we have that all the time here. So that's why we have like most of the application team, they are saving it on a network team. We have like a dedicated network team. They spend thousands of dollars And if a network drive fails, it doesn't leave the building, they crush it. Sometimes those drives cost $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, $6,000, $7,000.
Mm-hmm.
If you send it to manufacturer like Hitachi or something, they will give you some money back, but big companies, they don't. They just crush it.
Mm-hmm.
Shred it, I should say.
Yeah, right.
You saw in the video, you could look up that video, Google data center video, they shred it. The one I was playing yesterday there is no audio.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, if you guys have time, check it out. All right, so we did very good so far. Let me go ahead and finish all this today, okay? And then you guys could practice. You guys have like a whole week. All right, so to remove a directory, all you do is just type rm directory, dir. Okay, let's go into directory dir3. There's nothing in there, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, let me just remove it. rm dir and dir3. I'll hit enter.
Failed to remove.
No such file or directory. So the command is good. rmdir directory 3. Oh, okay. We are in directory 3 itself. I'm supposed to go back to root. What is the
Yeah,
command to go back to your home directory?
pwd.
No, go back to your home directory.
CD.
No matter wherever you add, you want to jump back to your home base.
CD.
Yeah, CD, you're right. Okay, ls. Now I'm going to delete this directory, dir3, rmdir, and then 3, dir3. Okay, it just deletes it. Because that was an empty directory, it didn't have anything, right? Let me do rmdir. Directory 3, directory 4 has something in it, right? cd. Oh, it doesn't have anything in there. Where did all the files go? In the directory 2?
I thought you put them in 4.
That's what I thought, but we renamed the directory 4, didn't we?
Yeah, we did. Maybe it was 5.
I think we delete all files.
Oh yeah, we use
Yeah,
this
that's right.
command here.
Right.
Yeah.
We use the file command, rm file asterisk command to delete everything out of this directory, okay?
Yeah,
Yes.
that's right.
Yeah.
Let's create some files in here. Okay, I got like five files in here, and we got files in here. So I'm angry. One day I came into work, and then I know I want to clean up some junk. Okay, so I want to delete directory 4. So what is the command to delete directory? rmdir and the directory name, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it says it cannot delete it because the directory is not empty. So for that, you have this command here, rm-rf. So you go up. Okay, I use this key to go up to bring the old, see when I use this, it will bring the history of the commands. You could probably go all the way since we started the class. Okay. rm rmdir, okay? So probably don't need rmdir, but we'll try it. Rmdir, when you do hyphen, it's an extra handle. R means recursively, means all of it inside the directory, and F means force. Remove directory and content of the directory and use force if you need to. So to remove the directory, rmdir doesn't work. Rmdir works only for empty directory. Okay, so it will use the regular rm command to delete the directory and the content of the directory. Gone. It's too late now. If you have something important in the directory, it's not,
I'll be back. I'm going
yeah,
to
no problem. It's not retrievable. It's all gone. We already talked about touch, asterisk, file name, it's a hidden file. And then autofill. Say, for example, if you are in like a complex, hold on. Okay, we know directory 1 has multiple directories in it, right? Let me see. Yeah. Okay, you want to change the directory and you want to go into directory dir1, right? So you do cd. Okay, you already know you want to go into directory 1. And then you kind of don't know what directory you want to go inside the directory. You push the tab key a couple times. Okay, it will list the content of the file. I'm sorry, content of the directory. And now you know you could go into directory X. So you type dir, then push the tab key, this key right here, and it autofills it. Push couple more times, see it autofills it. It didn't give you more option because there is nothing in this folder. Okay, push it one more time, it autofills it, and there is nothing else in there. So if you hit enter, you're thrown into this folder or directory. How are you going to confirm that? All you have to do is type pwd, and you could confirm it that you are indeed into the directory you wanted to go back to. Okay, so now what this is path called, starting from the slash. Before slash there is nothing. So this slash is called root. And then don't get confused between the slash root and then the root user. We are a root user, we also are the administrator. And then the slash is also called root. So before that slash there is nothing, right? So the path from root all the way till here is called absolute path, because it is starting from all the way from the root of the tree. So it's absolute. So it's telling you exactly what the path is. Root, directory 1, directory X, directory Y, directory Z. Okay? So this is called absolute path. Now we'll look at the relative path. So let me go back and then let me go to CD. So I want to go into this directory here, okay? dir y. So I know I'm already into this directory, pwd. I'm into root directory, and I'm doing ls, and I'm this directory here, ls dir1. But I kind of have an idea, right? I want to go to this directory and then dir1 and do a tab. No, I'm sorry. dir1 and do the tab, and then I take a look here, and then I want to go into dirx and x. Okay, so I'm going from the existing home directory to the directory, and then another directory within that directory, and another directory within that directory. Since there is no slash in the front here, we are using a relative path. Okay, and let me do pwd. See, even though we didn't have to start from here to go into this directory, we are still in this directory. And we also have an option here. Let's go back to the home directory. Okay, I want to go back to this directory. In this example, I used a relative path. Okay, now I want to use an absolute path. Can somebody take a guess? What do I have to do to start typing in there to go using the absolute path? Which one is absolute path? Somebody. All right, let me scroll this down here. Okay, I'll take no. Absolute path is start here. So I could, being in the same directory, I could still start going from the root. Okay, I could do this too. There you go. I did this path at relative path to come back into this directory, and at the same time I use this path to come back into the same directory. I came back to same directory using an absolute path and using a relative path. Okay, let's try going to this directory here using the absolute path. Let's do pwd. I'm over here, right? What did I tell you? You could do cd // then dirx to go to that directory, right? Everybody agrees with this?
Mm-hmm.
Because when you type two dots, you're going back a directory and then going into another directory.
Right.
Okay. All right. Instead of that, I could do this too. Root dir1 dirx. So this is the same. This is the directory. I'm coming from, going out of this directory and going back into this directory. All I have to do is cd .. But I could also use this root, starting from the root, going up the branch, going up to that branch into the directory. See? dirx. Okay, what is this command gonna do when I hit enter? Where is this gonna throw me? Ahmed, you got it. Say it. Ahmed, what does cd hyphen does? It throws you back into the previous working directory. So when I hit enter, it will throw you over here. See?
I thought cd .. took you to your previous directory.
No, cd .. takes you up a directory. cd .. takes you up a directory, and then, okay, hold on, cd .. Where is this going to take me to?
dir1.
Exactly. Now, what directory we were in previously?
dirx.
dir what?
dirx.
No, we are in dirx right now.
Oh, DIRY.
Yeah, diry. We were in previous directory diry.
Right.
Okay, let's trick the system here, okay? Let me go cd dot dot, and then let me delete diry. Okay, diry doesn't exist, but our previous working directory was diry. Let's see what happens. See, it's actually working absolute path for you, and it says no such directory file.
Right.
No such file or directory is there because we deleted it.
Mm-hmm.
We burned the boards for them, for the directory, so it's gone. Okay, we're almost done here. So let me clear it.
So I had a question about when you when you use the file command or sorry the move command, and then you gave the example of if you move something and the file doesn't exist, then it will make the file. So if you, or I mean, if you just type file and then you put asterisk, then it will move everything that is listed as file. Could you do the same thing with directory?
Yes,
Okay.
yes. That is something you should try and let me know. Okay, now who? When you are here, you just want to know who is logged into the system. You type who, and then there you go. There are like 3 roots in there. How do you know there are 3? Okay, one is this window, one is this window, and third one is this window. Good old box, because you
Okay.
are indeed logged in here.
Right.
1, 2, 3. But normally when you do who at your job, is going to be like 10 or 20 log in there. You know what I mean?
Right.
So there is a command actually to kick this out. There is a command you could use to like kick somebody's out of here. So let's see. Let me kick this one out. Let's see what happens.
What that means, Solvay? PTS one.
It's an ID of this session.
Oh, okay.
It's an ID of this guy who's logging from there. And this one is an ID of the original guy. And it actually tell you when somebody logged in. When somebody
Okay.
logged in. When somebody logged in. Actually, I have to get Pete ID. You know what? Let's not do this now, because that is something in administration. You're gonna get confused now. But the idea is it will tell you who is logged in here. Let me start another session here. Duplicate, and then let me go in as root. And then I do who. There should be 4 sessions. Did you get the idea?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, hold on. Okay. And then I'm going to log in, open another session, and then oh, There is a user already in here.
Who is Annabelle 12, Zalvay?
That's a user. It's a regular user.
That's your ID?
No, yeah, you could create IDs here. It's that guy is a regular user.
Oh, okay.
I'm confusing you right now, but for the purpose of showing who is logged in, I have to do this. Okay. So somebody else is logged in here. We are like so many people logged in. And then you go here and then you could like who? Okay, you see this guy? This is another user who is logged in. It will
Yes,
see
yes.
the period ID, time, date, and then
Mm-hmm.
from where he logged in. That's the IP address.
Oh, okay.
So anything and everything, any activity which is going on is being recorded here.
Mm.
Okay, the next command is uptime. It will tell you what uptime means is uptime means how long the system has been up. Okay, it's been up for 3 hours, 37 minutes. About 5 users are logged in. And then this is the average. It will give you the CPU utilization, memory, and everything, okay? And then the time it got up. Don't be surprised when you go to the job and then when you type uptime, you will see a certain servers have been up for 1,000 days, 2,000 days, 400 days, 500
Mm-hmm.
days, because that's how it's maintained. It's never go down. And when you've been making the system go down, you have to get like approvals. It's called change request.
Right.
Yeah, you might know, right, Abdul Malik?
Yeah. Yeah. There's whole change management
Yeah, change management.
department.
If you think you want to restart a box, it will take about a week for that to get approved. But don't
Right.
worry, it's not the only server they have. They have like thousands and thousands and thousands. The place I'm working at, it has like 800,000 servers. So if one goes down, nothing happens.
Right.
Some other server will pick it up. Okay. I'm gonna continue on from this command next week. What I really want you guys to do is go all the way down here and then go into like this place where it says create and edit text file. So these are the commands. You could do it in here. So here's the homework. Go do something like this. CD touch homework and hit enter, and then do VI homework. So what we did was we created a file named homework, and then we are going to go in that file and then create edit that file, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And then you do that. It's a blank file. Then push insert in there, and then type about 10 lines in there.
So you push the insert key, actually?
Yeah, push I to insert it.
Okay.
Okay, go in there and do junk. Okay, and then where is the onboard keyboard? And then save it. Shift colon. I'm sorry. First, before that, push escape. You have to highlight this. Push escape. Once you hit escape, you're out of the edit mode, and then hit shift colon. And you see over here that it's in the command mode. And do X to save it. And go back in there and then play around with these commands. Okay, it says I to navigate right side of the screen. So if you push the like letter, I'm sorry, that's L, lowercase l. If you push L in there, it's moving up, and then moving sideways. And then if you push J, it's going down. If you push K, it's going up. Okay, and then if you push I, it's going to go into the edit mode. It says whenever you see insert, it's an edit mode, okay? And then when you push escape, you go back into command mode. Okay, and then say, all right, I want to go down here, J, and then I want to copy this line here, the bottom line. So over here it says YY, that means yank, that means copy. So I push YY, and then it's copying. And then you have to push P to paste it. There you go, keep pasting it. Do you get the idea? And then you have all these other commands here. It will tell you exactly what it's doing. And there is some error in this document. I left that error by purpose so that you guys could figure it out on your own and let me know next week. So go through the videos and go through, even if you don't see the video, you could just go on your own and then go up until uptime. Okay?
Okay.
And then your homework is create a file name, anything you want, and put like junk characters in it, garbage, whatever you want to, and then fill it up, and then play around with this. Q, and always these are like commands. Whenever you want to be in command, you have to push escape. You are in command mode. Then you do shift colon. Then you will be doing these commands. Q, I, J, escape, all these. These are commands. Mostly are commands. You're doing it in the command mode. All you're doing when you are doing in the insert mode is you're actually typing it in. You will be like typing it. Okay, once I'm done typing, I escape, and then I do letter U, it will undo the editing, okay? So it's already in here, right here, letter U undo. I'm not gonna go through all this, but I would highly recommend you guys like practice. You have 2 hours every day to practice, right? So I would ask you to dedicate like 20 to 25 minutes working in this file every day, and then practice from top to bottom every day. Highly recommend 2 hours. Put a timer, and then work 20 minutes and go about doing your work. Come back, put a timer 20 minutes, put a tally. Don't do more than 2 hours because you're gonna get bored. And make it fun out of it. Again, you know how you're gonna go to the website? You just go to this website right here, ZM. And then once you come here, click on blog. And this is where I'm going to put the latest video. This is the video from yesterday, okay? I'm going to put the video in here. And I'm going to start putting class notes also. I would put in like text running notes of the class. So it's your duty to come back here after the class and see if the video is uploaded or not. And then you go back here, click on Linux here, and then you go on here, and then I will start arranging this in order. So since we're already doing the basic, you go in here and then go through this document. And if you want to download it, just click download and you could download it, okay?
Okay.
All right, I think we have good attendance today. And yeah, I have all the people I wanted. Atiq, Rizwan, do you have any questions? Ali, Sarah? Ahmed, do you have any questions? All right. I want you guys to, like, if you have
No,
a
no.
question, put it in the group. And then if you don't hear anything from group, then text me. I'll try to reply in the group myself, okay?
All right, sir.
Okay.
All right, guys, please somehow take out 2 hours. It will change your life.
Okay.
All right, sir.
Can you upload the video
Yeah,
ASAP so we can start practicing?
yeah. I'm not gonna tell you guys again. Once the day it's been 4 or 5 hours, you go back, come back here, and then go into blog, and then it will tell you. I'll put the date here, date, and then the video number. So 27th, today is gonna be 28th, okay?
All right, sir.
Okay.
I have a question. You guys are able to hear when you're playing videos, I'm clear and coherent?
Yeah.
Sorry?
Can you
Yes.
hear me
What?
clearly? Okay.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. All right, thank you guys. I'm gonna stop the recording and then hopefully I assume everybody is up and running with Linux, with Putty and VirtualBox and everything, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yep.
All right, if I have time, what I'll do is I'll go back in here and then create another section here, and then I'll start putting, if I mention any website or anything like that, I'll start putting the date and then what we discussed. Okay?
Okay.
All right.
All right, guys. Have a good day. Love.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Allah Hafiz.